Hell yeah.
Oh shit, that boy,
So
he just hit it live on.
I I think
Hey, we live, man.
y'all know who it is already, man.
Yeah,
You see what channel you watching. But yeah,
Dondre 209,
a lot of
ZG33
people
on here.
are like they sabotage their career because they don't want to accept a salary position. You know what I mean? The thing about salary, bruh, is first off, I mean, what is the actual contention there? I mean, what it is these motherfuckers, it's like they think of their salary and they try to break it all down into hourly, because if you got a salary job and you work goddamn 48 hours a week,
Hmm.
like they're expecting you to work 48 hours a week. So you'll take that 48 hours, you know, you run your run your math skills on that shit. Come to find out that working 48 hours a week, when 48 hours are being accounted for, you're only really making 1650, you know. But when you actually get your paycheck, you got more money than this motherfucker who's getting paid hourly, bro. And the fact of the matter is, I mean, because you got to think, bro. Think about when you start talking about the higher up jobs, bro. Like when you start talking about higher up, it's not hourly anymore, bro. They're all salary, you know. Maybe except lawyers or some shit though. But you know what the fuck I mean, bro. Like
Yeah,
it's all salary, So it's like if you're gonna move up at all, like if you want to be in that kind of thing at all, or it's like, well, do you want to work hourly forever? But the thing is, no, because it's not about working hourly forever. It's more like, do you just not want to move up forever?
yeah. And then
Because it ain't.
do you want to work back-breaking hours forever too? Because I would say a lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of the times you can work less and make more when you take a salary position. And that's the thing. What a lot of people forget about is the trade-off for time. Like, do you want to buy, like, you're buying your time back, and then if you can still move up the ladder, eventually you'll make more and still have more time to do what it is that you want to do if you have any ventures outside of whatever you're doing to make your money.
Yeah.
And I guess anybody who's watching this, or and anybody who subscribe to either one of our channels will understand, like, that we're on what we're on outside of work as well. That's just as important. So it's a good thing to find that balance. And I say this all the time though, like when I was younger, and if you're younger, there's times in life where it's like, everything is kind of on the back burner right now. I'm just trying to run up my bag. So I've gone through those periods of time where I didn't have time to do nothing creative for real, nothing that I wanted to do outside. All I was doing was running up a check. And then once you like get yourself a little bit situated where you done got you a check, like where you sitting on some savings, you done put some money up in certain things like that, then you can start kind of playing with that ratio between how much you want to work and how much time you want to have to put into what you have going on outside of work.
Yeah. I think sometimes it's hard for people to get to that level because they still have so much free time. Because working two jobs, when you're pulling fucking 18-hour days, bruh, it brings to the forefront the value of your time,
Hmm.
you know. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like that's. I mean, once you work two jobs, bro, and you kind of see like how much money you can actually make, like if you gave it your all, you're
Yeah.
still kind of capped out, bro, at how many hours you
Yeah,
can stay
you
awake.
can only work so many hours, and that's your limit. Like, that's like, I ain't never had two jobs, but I know at my last job it was unlimited overtime, and I worked that bitch like it was two jobs. You feel me? Because I would work two different shifts. Like, I'll come in on day shift and then I'll work my shift. I was working double shifts and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, Like that shit, but there's a limit, bro. You can only work so many hours. You can't
Mm-hmm.
legally, you can't go past like at that job with 16 hours, and literally physically, you can only work so many hours. You're gonna burn yourself the fuck out. So it's like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like there eventually is gonna come a point in time, especially if you like us, bro. Both of us is no kids, you know what I'm saying? We're not married or nothing like that. So it's like when you have the time to do something like that, bro, you gotta you go in, you know what I'm saying? You have a lot of people who will think, well, I don't have children, I don't have hella bills like that, so like I really don't need to. It's like they just get what they need. But like if you just get what you need, then you're always gonna be you know what I'm saying, just kind of at that level, like kind of check to check, all right. Like I don't like living like
Mm-hmm.
that. Like I like to have bands, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
because it's like
I
it's almost like if all you can get is the things that you need, then it just kind of makes you just always need things. Like
yeah.
you kind of need the excess, you
Hmm.
know, to not really have to need shit.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what kind of helps me with working two jobs, bro. Like it's good. I mean, that's the thing about it. You know what I mean? It's like it's good money, but it's like eventually, bruh, it's not gonna be enough, bruh. Like, what's good money? Like, is good money just fucking like it's not the same shit, bruh. Like, ask a 25-year-old, you know, who's actually working, like a sane 25-year-old, like what's good money? The motherfucker probably tell you goddamn 30K, nigga. If I was making 30K a year, goddamn it, I would have it all. This is
Good
how I
money,
used
yeah, good money
this
is
how
based
I
on what your expenses are. Like if you don't, if you have hella bills and say you have what's it called,
if you're
student loans
smart.
and stuff like that, if you have student loans and all kind of stuff like that, you got just bills on top of bills, then you need to
Yeah.
be making a lot of money to make sure you're getting what it is that you need to get. But good money, if you don't, if you kept your life kind of simple as far as debt goes, and you haven't had any children, and you're not in like a relationship where you're constantly spending money or anything like that, then bro, like good money to you doesn't it is not the same as what it is to other people. You could be making 40,000 a year and still got five figures put up, you know what I'm saying, and you living how you want to live. And there's people who are making double triple what you're making, and they're maybe saving just a little bit every month, or they're kind of on some check to check type time. So it's really just based on how you have your life set up and how high is your overhead. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have a high overhead, bro, then you can stack your paper how you want to stack your paper and live how you want to live.
Yeah. It's like, bruh, ultimately, I know it sounds kind of cheap, but it's just about not being fucking stupid with your money, bro. Like, because you can have all that, like, regardless of how good your money situation is, bro, you can always do some dumb shit to just fuck it all up.
Oh yeah,
You
facts.
know, it's like you could have perfect, you know, you got perfect credit and all this, and fucking you're bankrupt in a bad way, you know, a couple months later. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, you only have so much goddamn time, bro. And
Yeah.
we've talked about this before. Like, eventually, you're gonna have to ask yourself, bro. Like, what is this all for?
Hmm.
And of course, you got my classic response of for these racks, fool.
For these racks, fool. What you
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
That's the answer right there. And that's the
And
thing, bro. Bro, like
that's the original response, you know. But it's like the after that, after you get the racks, then the question still comes back up, bro. It's like now what's it for? You already got the money, bro. You know, like
yeah.
so now
Bro,
what's it for?
but this the thing, and this is what I started realizing it because I'm 27, right? I always thought I'm finna be 28 in July. So
Hold on, I can still hear you.
so I never really considered being this old. I know some people are like, you're young though, but like I don't know, like for whatever reason in my mind, I just couldn't register being 30. So also one thing that I think about when it comes to getting this money and stacking your paper up and building is the fact that when you as you get older, you know, you're gonna want more, like as far as like say like a house. As you get older, you're gonna want to work less, I assume. So it's
Yeah.
like you want to have more money and you don't know what's going to come up in the future. I always like to have the mind of I don't know what type of investment opportunities will come up, so I want to have some bands put to the side, so if a good investment opportunity comes up, I can invest in that. If an emergency comes up, I got it covered. Like you got to plan for the future. You got to plan for the future that you want. So it's like the future that I want in my head, I gotta have the funds for that. So I work like that. Like I'm always trying to put my money up for the things that I want in the future. Like if I want to get into real estate, I need to have money put to the side for that. If I want to invest in other people's businesses that I like my people and stuff like that, I need to have money put to the side for that. Like I want to be liquid enough to where I can drop money in places where it needs to go, and then also have just personal savings for emergencies, and small things that people like, vehicles and stuff like that. So like that's what you got to work for. But you got a lot of people out here. It's funny because I didn't realize that, like I didn't realize it, but when I was like 19, anywhere from like 19 to like 22, like I kind of went through that phase that I see a lot of adults in that are in their 40s now, where like they don't really need much. Like back then, to me, as long as I could smoke my little weed, I had my rent covered and stuff like that. I wasn't tripping on nothing, bro. And that's how I see a lot of people live. But like now, it's
Niggas
like
was playing the game.
playing the game and stuff. Like I already did that. I already did that though. Now it's like, bro, like I want to be like on top of shit. Like I want to have you know, like I want to actually accomplish something. Like I don't get much joy out of like sitting around smoking, playing the game no more. I don't get much
Hmm.
joy. Like I like running my checkup, and I like testing myself. Like I like seeing how far I can push things to the limit. I always been like that. I'm like, how far can I go with this? And that's just what I'm on. But it's like, bro, if you this goes for anybody, but especially if you listen to this and you a younger dude and you don't got no responsibilities, bro, don't say, oh, I have no responsibilities, I can do what I want. You should be like, I have no responsibilities, let me work and stack my paper up, because you just have you have no serious overhead in life yet. So it's like you can really run your bag up. And that's the thing. When you get to a point where you're, moving on to 25, 30, and you sitting on, anywhere from 20 to 50 racks, bro, you can go in so many different directions in your life.
Hmm.
Even if you say you never went to school and you like, I want to take some time to go to school, you got the bread to do that. Like you can move how you want to move. And you got to think like that. I used to not think like that. I used to not be very forward thinking, because like I said, for some reason I just couldn't see 30 like that. Like I felt like 30 was so old. But now I'm about to be 30 in 2 years, and it's like, dang. So like now that I see that, I'm like, okay, I got to start planning out for the future a little more. I got to start planning out for when I'm 35, 40, 45, like how I want it to
Hmm.
look when I'm that age, and what I want my life to be like when I'm that age. You know what I'm saying? Like I just started thinking a little bit more mature, because like when you in your early 20s, bro, you ain't really thinking like that. Not I wasn't. I can't speak for everybody, but I wasn't really thinking like that. It was just like on some day to day, like I'm just trying to get some bread. Like I was thinking about simple stuff, like, oh, I want that car, like got to get some bread so I can get that car. But I didn't really start thinking about like really building a savings and like really investing, because like back then I used to think like 10,000 was some money. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really not no money. Like when you got certain things that you want to get, like it's like you start realizing you need bread. Like, and then I started getting around people who really had some money, and they playing with quarter million liquid and stuff like that. And I was just like, dang, and seeing how they're moving it around, and then seeing how also somebody with that kind of money is not what you think it looks like. It's not somebody with the chains, ball and flex and Lambos. Like they look
Hmm.
pretty regular, and they're moving around, $250,000 liquid, So it's like once I started seeing stuff like that, I was like, oh, okay. And then just like I can just move at your pace too, bro. Like, I did the fly whip thing and everything, and now I ain't tripping. Like, I'm back in my little basic 2007 Mustang. Like, it ain't no big deal. Get that bitch looking how I want to get it looking and stuff like that. But it's really about these racks though. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what you want to focus on, and whatever your goal is. But that's the thing. It's all about you and what your goals are. There's some people who are super duper into cars. So if that's your main thing in life, then and that's who you are and what you want to do, then do that. But you got to shape your life based on what it is that you want and what you see for your future. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, and because that's the thing, like it kind of is about you because like you personally, like the kind of person that you are, because it's like uh what you just say. You said damn, it's slipping my fucking mind, but you said something about the car. Oh yeah, like because you said like yeah, like you got the basic car because it's really about these racks, and that's the
Mm-hmm.
thing. It kind of brings out like it does rely on the kind of person you are because you can always say that, you know, like you could be the kind of person who just never shines, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like that's the curse of minimalism. That's what it did to me. That's what minimalism did to me. It's like
Yeah.
you just end up never actually having the thing that you want, telling yourself
Yeah.
that you're being wise financially.
You can always
So,
get it though. That's the thing. With me, it's all about doing it and then just being like, okay, I did it. Now, am I trying to maintain it? Like that's the thing. Like I had got me a nice car, kept it for a year and a half, and then I was just like, bro, I don't even enjoy it no more. Like I needed the experience though, because I never had it. You know what I'm saying? I
hmm
wanted a fast car. Like I wanted to experience it. It was cool. And now I'm like, okay, I can wait on this. Like it's nothing that I need right now. Like I don't have this deep burning desire to be driving around in a car with 500 horsepower. Like I'm sitting here like, bro, I can't even really use it like that. Like it's just like, you know what? Like I'm cool. I got two cars. Let me sell one and just keep one and just stack my paper. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's shit like that. But I'm always gonna say if you can and it doesn't affect you, go experience it though. Like, but don't be trying to hold on to all this shit. Like if it's not really what you need right now. You know what I'm saying? Like you can always go experience those things. And I would even say, bro, to speed up the experience process, you can go rent some and just see how you like it. You know what I'm saying? Like they got Turo. You can rent exotic cars, stuff like that. Like if you got the paper for it, just do stuff like that. Cause it's like you don't really want to be maintaining a depreciating asset like that. Like and it's just it depends on where you're at in life too. Like it depends like what your priorities are, where you need to put your focus at too. But it's just a lot of different things like that. But like that's the thing. If you don't have a super high overhead and you're young, you can do what you want to do. But
yeah,
just make sure that you got your priorities like in front, like what they are and what you need to do. And it might not hurt you. It wasn't even hurting me to have the car, but I was just like, I don't see the point in it no more. You know what I'm saying? I got a paid off vehicle. All I gotta do is pay insurance on it. And just now it just started having like I gotta get new rotors on it. I'm about to get a new hood because the paint on the hood is like corroding or something. And then I'm gonna put the rims from my old GT on it. Not even the rims, just the whole wheel, because you can just swap them. So it's like, hey, it's straight. Put a new head unit in there, a little head unit, because that shit's starting to fade out. But I don't have to pay a payment on it. You know what I'm
hell
saying? And
yeah.
then I would say in 2 years, I might get a fucking Corvette. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is. Like, but it's like that's the thing when when you really put yourself in the position to have some savings and stuff like that, you can play around a little bit, and that's what you want to do. And if you aren't in that position yet, bro, just grind. Like real talk, just grind. Go get you, and you don't got to do it like it don't got to be perpetual. Like when you hear Jabari talking about getting 2 jobs, like you don't got to do that shit for the rest of your life. You can maybe do it. All right, I'm gonna buckle down and work a second job for 3 months, and then once you and just stack up all that paper, and then let go of that job, and then you can relax a little bit, and then maybe do it again another time, or whatever it is that you need to do. But you always want to make sure you're trying to level up in some way. You want to take risks too, like just like the title of this live is, what is it? You don't have to sell your soul to come up. Yeah, you don't, bro. And I ain't realized how like how much money you could get, bro, just by just kind of like moving through the, I guess you could call it, corporate world wisely. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't have a college degree or nothing like that, bro, and I done made some money. All you got to do is go in there and don't be stupid, bro, and just work. Because the thing is, you're gonna be around most people who are lazy, and it's not hard to stand out around lazy people. You just got to show up and be consistent, And like we've talked about, if you watch all our videos, all our lives, bro, everything we talk about will put us in the positions that we're in to stand out in the situations that we're in. Like, that's what you got to realize, bro. Like, you want to give yourself an edge, whether it's through read books, watch videos, watch lives like we're talking right now, like people who are like, all right, this is what you got to do to kind of move up. And it just depends on where you're at in life. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like I wish I would have like got a, because I'm seeing people out here who got the degrees and stuff, and how they moved, and I'm like, oh, I see now, like what it was that they did. I was like, shoot, I would have did that if I knew that, but I didn't. But I still made me some money, and I can still get it. Like, that's the thing. Like, I don't think nobody's above me. Like, I believe I can go toe to toe with anybody mentally and stuff like that, because I've developed myself into that. And you can develop yourself into anything, bro. And that's the thing. Like, times are changing, so it's kind of easy to stand out among people in the quote unquote corporate world, bro. No matter who you are or where you came from, bro, you just got to build yourself up. You got to observe, bro. When you get in these environments, you got to watch, bro. Get in there. Don't you know? It's not like as soon as you get there, you're like, I got to be the best immediately. I got to take over, bro. Anytime I get into a new environment, I just sit and observe and watch. I watch how the people are moving. I watch like do people in here have a strong work ethic? If not, I'm like, okay, this is going to be easy because I'm just going to outwork everybody. And when you outwork everybody, the attention comes to you from the higher ups, you know what I'm saying? And then that'll allow you to excel above them, above the people around you. You know what I'm saying? And if you have some intelligence to you, then you can do these things. And what you have to do is, especially if you're younger, uh take the risk and take the extra responsibility of moving up into positions that you may not be comfortable with if you get the opportunity, because regardless, you can always use that as an experience, and then later down the road you can use that experience to get you somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all you got to do, bro. Just try a lot of stuff, build up that resume. And that's the thing. It's not about like I'm not trying to be in this corporate world. Like, I don't really like, it's not about that with me. It's about maximizing what it is at the workplace, how much money I'm making at the workplace, so I can invest that back into me and what I got going on outside, so I don't have to go to the workplace no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to fight working so much. Like, I used to fight the whole work thing so much, but now it's just like, you know what, bro, it's really not that bad. It's not that hard, bro. You just got to put it in your mind that this is something that isn't bad, and you can be good at it. Just use it.
That's something right there that Jordan Peterson be talking about. That's what a point that he always makes is like, you have to do something that makes the fucking suffering worth it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, if you're rewarded sufficiently, then it's almost like it's not even bad anymore. Like, so it's like, shit, if you really like put in that effort at your job and you really start getting that bag, it's like that shit don't suck no more, bro.
Yeah.
Because I mean, regardless what the job is within reason, it's like every day is just better, bro, because your life is lit.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, I mean, everybody know the person in the place who got the most fucked up attitude, they got the most fucked up life outside of work, bro.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's like, bro, that's the thing. Like, it sound crazy, and it sound, because you got all these people on TikTok yeah, manifest in your mind and all that. And it sounds annoying and goofy, but bro, really, if you change your perspective and the way you look at things, it'll really help you. Like if you stop looking at work like it's a nuisance and start looking at it like it's a challenge and looking at something like I'm gonna take over. Like put that in your mind, like I'm gonna take this bitch over. It make it a lot more fun to go every day. You know what I'm saying? And if you like me, I'm super into psychology and stuff like that. I'm super into human behavior and stuff like that. So I like going to work and just like kind of playing a little bit. So it's like if you look at it like that, man, it makes it a lot more exciting, a lot more fun. And then that's the thing. You always want to maximize the money that you're getting. So if you can somehow get a promotion or somehow get in a position where you make more money, man, do that. And that's the thing. Like there's a lot of books out here you can read. Like I'll recommend reading a book like How to Win Friends and Influence People. You know what I'm saying? Like reading books like that, especially if you come from a place where being social and friendly ain't really the norm. Like you got to learn how to be friendly and learn how to be social. Like I had to learn how to do that. I actually got a job to make myself do that. Like I got a job working at a restaurant where I was like serving and behind the bar and all that stuff, so I could learn how to be more friendly and social. And that upped my social skills to the point where I know how to socialize with anybody. And you need to be able to socialize with anybody, because when you can socialize and articulate yourself to different people, it opens up a lot of doors for you. So that's why you want to put yourself in uncomfortable situations too. Like because the more uncomfortable situations that you put yourself in, the more comfortable you'll be in almost every situation that's thrown at you. Like you won't really see any situation that's too unfamiliar. And that's what scares a lot of people. A lot of people, they just go with what's comfortable, and you're not gonna find no growth in chasing comfort all the time. You gotta do the things that push you and make you grow and make you bigger and better. Because that's the thing. A lot of people, bro, that I'm around, they may think I'm going hard, but it's like this is really nothing for me. Like this is just what I do every day. Like this is just my regular, this how I'm coming every day.
Yeah. Which brings me to the next point where niggas is fucking up at. Y'all niggas need to stop researching dumb shit, bruh. Like, you would be absolutely surprised, bruh,
Oh
at
shit.
the amount of fucking brain power, at the amount of intelligence that's just wasted looking at dumb shit all the time.
Oh
Like,
god.
it's like people will be talking about, like, they'll be in the store and it's like, oh shit, uh, let me get a single rose. And they're like, oh, I didn't know rose had a leaf on there. They're like, why do they call it a leaf? Is it because it leaves the branch? It's like, and it's like people go and have like these dumbass conversations like about retarded shit, bro. Like, next thing you know, niggas is on Google looking up the etymology of leaf. Like, well, why is it? It's like, bruh, stop researching dumb shit, bruh. Like our entire conversation, bruh, has been related to fucking money, bruh. If it really comes down to it, you
Exactly.
know, like, and it's not even about like talking about money. Look, bro. I mean, we're doing a fucking show for you dumb motherfuckers, so we got to talk about something, right? But normally, when we're not talking, publicly, this is kind of how things go. We just do what the fuck we do, and at the end of the week, when we fucking consult each other on what the fuck is going on, it's like, okay, come to find out this nigga didn't pull this move. Come to find out I didn't did this. Come to find out he didn't did this. You know,
Yeah.
like like ain't no researching, ain't no talking. Niggas don't have to do nothing but make that shit happen, bro. And I'll tell you
Hmm.
about it after it happens. You know,
Yeah.
and it's like, so that just kind of goes into it. It's like stop researching dumb shit, but it's also like quit just wasting time, bro. Like stop fucking wasting time looking up all this dumb shit, trying to find out who won the fucking third Super Bowl. Fucking let's find out what's the fucking seventh world wonder. You know, is
Yeah.
there life on Mars and all this bullshit, bro? None of that fucking bullshit fucking matters, bro. Stop researching dumb shit and just get down to whatever you think life is about. Just get down to that, bro.
Yeah.
It makes me sick, bro, when I have like a broke person, like a broke motherfucker who's talking to me talking about all this dumb shit. Fucking, oh yeah, you know, they got fucking you know, the government has aliens and it's all like, bro, quit fucking talking about this dumb shit, bro.
Hmm.
And you know, and then you have some guys who are like you know, you have like your trivia guys who are just always throwing out these random fucking facts and all this bullshit. Those random fucking facts are not gonna help you, son.
Them random facts is not gonna lead you to them racks.
That shit is
Unless you make a YouTube channel or a TikTok stating them facts. That's the thing, bro. If you doing something that's kind of like what he's talking about, turn it into some money if you passionate about it. You know what I'm saying? Like turn it into something that can make you some money or something like that. Like that's how like that's the thing. Like he said earlier, our conversations go a lot like this. We literally took our conversations and brought it to y'all. Like we've been doing this for years, like jumping on Zoom and just talking. And we would
mm-hmm.
post some clips from it, but now it's something that we do live. So it's like this has been something that we always do. Like this is what we do. If we jump on the phone or something, this is usually what we're talking about. Exactly. We literally just had this conversation the other day, just with more details that don't need to really need to be spoken
Yeah,
on the internet. But it's
yeah.
like we
That's
we
what I
pretty
was
much
gonna say too.
we pretty much have the same conversations. Like we just put it in a more general way for the people to get. But it's like, yeah, that's the thing. Like even what I was just saying earlier, like he said, stop researching dumb shit. Yeah, start looking into things that are gonna benefit you. Just like I was saying, look up like watch videos about things that you need to do to become more successful. And it's crazy because it's a lot of fundamental stuff that you need to start working on, bro. If you don't have if you're not very articulate, work on talking. Like find a friend or something like that who also wants to level up and start having conversations with each other. Start maybe read some books together and talk about the books or something, and you'll begin to develop a more articulate conversational flow, because this is something that you need to be able to do when you start doing things in the workplace or with business and stuff like that. Like just building yourself up as a person, because that's what a lot of people say about me. Like I haven't always been like this. I haven't always been to just talk. You know, I've been able to talk, but about dumb stuff. Like I could be funny and just talk about bullshit, but I wasn't always able to speak my mind on things that are important. So
Yeah,
yeah, that's what you want to work on. And the more you read, the more it kind of gets your wheels turning in your head, and it'll have you thinking on things more, and you'll be able to talk more. And that's the thing. I have conversations like this with a lot of people that are in my circle. So this is nothing for us to have these type of conversations, because we're constantly having these conversations. So like when you talk to somebody who doesn't have conversations like this, and they're like, "Wow, like I've never talked about this with anybody before," it's because they just don't have those conversations all the time. This is nothing unusual.
yeah. And you know what? That's the crazy thing about people, bro, is that there's a lot of people out there, bro, where everybody in their fucking life, bro, is just a naive dumbass, bro. Everything is just about what the fucking it's about the football game and goddamn, you know, like there's a lot of people out there, bro, who they don't have anybody to talk to on a like about something realistic, you know, like motherfuckers be having like real life problems and shit, and it's like their friends are like dumbasses, bro.
Hmm.
Like there's a lot of people like that too. Like everyone in their life is just stupid. They're all dumbasses, you know?
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Like
Like you gotta get from around people like that, and you gotta start talking and having conversations with people who are moving in the direction that you want to move in, or already where you want them to be. You know, I'm the type of person, bro, is like I had to chill a little bit and like be a little more friendly with everybody. But I used to just like if I seen that you weren't on what I'm on, I just wouldn't talk to you at all. Like I would just sit there and just be quiet. Like I'm like, because I don't even want to have no stupid conversation. But like now I'll play with people and stuff like that. But it's like but you want to make sure that your circle and the people that you're talking to regularly are always, getting your wheels turning on what it is that you need to do and develop. Like I've grown so much through the conversations that I've had. Like I've got so much understanding within the past couple weeks just based on conversations that I've had with the people in my circle, to where it's like my mind has grown that much in just the past couple weeks. Now just imagine
Mm-hmm.
a span of 6 months, how much growth there is. So it's like you want to also be around people who are gonna like challenge you and hold you accountable to making moves and doing things. Like somebody who's gonna say, "Hey man, you need to try to go do this or you need to try to go do that." Like that's the thing. I'm not an easy person to be around. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you don't got that little fire in you, because I'm just gonna get on your nerves. Like you're gonna get tired of me saying like you need to try this or you should try this or you should try it. Cause I'm always thinking about that with myself. So like it's natural for me to look at somebody else and be like, boy, you should try that. Like, you should try this.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's not good. And it's almost painful to be around people who don't have that fire lit up in them because you kind of want them to, but I'm kind of past that point now where I feel like I need to be pouring into somebody who don't pour into their self. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's always important to make sure that wherever it is that you want to go, you got to make sure the people that you around and the people that are around you are on the same type of time that you're on, bro.
Hell yeah. Yeah. And then you just gotta beware of the fucking characters. You just gotta beware of certain characters too. Um, but this doesn't mean everyone else is. It's your own.
Yeah.
It's like this is probably the thing that gets in people's way the most is that some people they just have this fucking character, bruh. It's like they have some kind of archetype, that's just how they see themselves, bro. And it's like it really is like how they see themselves. I remember seeing myself different, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nigga, I remember fucking, walking around and feeling like a sleazy nigga, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
now I walk around, I feel like a professional,
Yeah, exactly. For sure.
you know.
For sure. Oh yeah, shout out to Marsfield Lime and Eli Baker in them comments. I got my shit on full screen, but I just checked the comments. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody for tapping in. But
Okay, I ain't even see all this.
yeah, I be forgetting I gotta check on them. You gotta check them comments.
Yeah, but with the character, it's like it's the main thing that gets in people's way, bruh. It's their fucking ego. It's their own character. Like I
Mm-hmm.
said, they see themselves as this kind of way. I'm this kind of person, and no one's gonna talk to me like this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm this kind of person. So, you know, if uh, if this person asks someone else to do something and they cop an attitude about it, and then the boss asks you to do it, but you feel like, oh no, well I'm this kind of person, and you just asked him, so no, I'm not doing it. Tell him to do it. That kind of
Yeah.
shit, bro. Like, don't let your character don't sabotage yourself, bro.
Yeah.
Um, but here's the thing, bro. There's a trick to it. There's a trick to it. This is what's special about people, bruh, is that you don't have to change your character to come up in the world. You need to appropriate business acumen to that character, bruh. And if
Mm-hmm.
you do that shit right, then you all good. That's the difference, bro. Like that's the brilliance of it. Like that's the diamond right there, bro.
Yeah.
It's the fact that you can stay that person, bro. Think about like high end business people. Yes, there's a common language, there's some common mannerisms, but there's some different ones too, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at people at the the higher levels of society, um, they vary in character so much, bro. It's not like you just have a bunch of the same person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you have some guys who fucking run around with fucking the reverse mohawk, and dye it green, but they're fucking 80 years old, and that's just how the fuck they are.
Mm-hmm.
Some motherfuckers, got racks in a bank. They're just photographers, just hippie motherfuckers with a backpack, walking through France. Um, so that's the good thing about it, bro. That's the good thing about the whole picture, bro, is that most people let their character get in the way, but it's because they have no business acumen whatsoever, bro.
Right.
Think about someone like Donald Trump, bro. It's like you would think, bro, you're gonna need to change your fucking character, bro. You know what I mean? But it's like no, because he has business acumen, bro. It's like it allows him to have that character. You can be as snobby, you could be all that, goddamn it, but you better be handling your fucking business.
Exactly. That's key that you say right there, bro. You can be who you are, bro. But when it comes down to handling your business, if when people call your number, you answer the call, you know what I'm saying? Then people are gonna rock with you. If you handle your business
Mm-hmm.
consistently, people are gonna rock with you. They don't care what you look like, any of that. I used to have that in my head, like, oh, so and so, yeah, they don't like me because of this, or they don't like me because of that, or these folks racist, da 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 da. Like, but then I realized, bro, if you handling business, bro, it ain't too many people who ain't gonna rock with you, bro. It's gonna be a small minority of people because if you making somebody money, bro, they gonna rock with you. If you making somebody look good, they gonna rock with you.
Mm-hmm.
Majority of the time, So
Mm-hmm.
that's the thing. You just gotta know how to make yourself useful. That's an important one right there too. Just know how to make
Yeah.
yourself useful. And that's the thing, bro. People, and one thing you have to understand about anything that you're doing, a lot of times these jobs and stuff are stressful. So if you're making somebody's life easier, man, they're gonna look out. And if they're not looking out, you need to put it in their face that they should be looking out. You know what I'm saying? You need to have a little bit of an aggression to what you're doing. Like you need to know how to put the pressure and put the fire to people. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, especially when you're helping somebody, that's a lot of the times how I look at stuff like that. Like you got to kind of know, like, hey, I'm doing this for you right here. You know what I'm saying? Look out for me right
Yeah.
here. Like you got to really understand that this is business. This is all
Yeah.
business. You know what I'm
And
saying?
the that same thing, like just being aware of the whole character aspect tied in with the business acumen. That's important, motherfuckers. Okay, that shit's important. Um, but you kind of also need to tie that in with something else I always say, which is um, if something can be put in your favor, you need to put it in your favor. So when you said you're when someone calls, you need to answer that phone. Don't be answering that phone sounding all fucking sleepy, talking about what's up. Yeah. You man, you need me to come in, man, right now. Like, bruh, talk like you got some fucking sense, bro. Talk like
Yeah.
me at the fucking very least, goddamn it, and you'll be good. Trust me. You
Hmm.
know, like you need to talk like you got some sense, bro. Answer the fucking phone. If it's your fucking your boss's boss calling you, then goddamn it, talk like you got some fucking sense, bro. You know what I mean? You're not talking to your fucking cousin. You're not talking to your homie. You're not talking to dumb motherfuckers like you motherfuckers on YouTube. You know, your boss's boss has called you. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you need to straighten it up a little bit. You know?
And another thing we was talking about the other day on the phone, bruh, look at your life like a business. Like you the CEO of your business. You know what I'm saying? Like your life is a business. You should walk around with that sense of pride. Like I'm the CEO of my life. This is my business. When you're going to work, whatever, carry yourself with that CEO kind of swag. Like you know what I'm saying. I'm finna come in here and handle my business because everything I do in here contributes to my business. You know what I'm saying. Talk to people like that. Talk to people like and just visualize that in your head. Carry yourself with some confidence. Carry yourself with some authority. You know, that's how
Mm-hmm.
I carry myself. I carry, that's how you want to be because eventually you're gonna have to get to that point. You got to be what it is that you want to be now. You know what I'm saying? In your mind too. And bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, just like you saying, when you answer the phone, talk to people with some with a little put a little energy behind your shit. You know what I'm saying? Put a little bit of behind it. You know, and that's the thing. You got to understand when you're dealing with people, man. Most people are dry as hell. So if you got a little bit of personality to you, you know, then you know how to lighten up situations, bro. It's important. Learning people skills and how to deal with people will get you a long way. Like once I started learning people skills and how to deal with people, man, things start to open up for you a little more. You know you start to move through life with a little more ease just because you know how to handle. You know how to handle, and who you're around most of the time is people. So if you know how to handle people, man, everything gonna be smooth sailing for you. And that's just some important things right there, man. Just make carrying yourself right. Make sure you carrying yourself with a certain kind of character that you would like to see, and then make sure you know you handling people properly. Because that's the thing, bro. Like I almost look at like people like a lot of people got the mind of children, bro. So it's like you almost gotta. Have you ever been around a child and they just tripping? You like, hey, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? You need to chill out. And you know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. Or you tired, ain't you? Like you almost got to deal with some people like that just because it's like just because somebody's catching an attitude doesn't mean it's like, oh, you catching an attitude with. You don't got to be like that. Like it's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? You like, oh, he's getting sleepy. It's 2 p.m. He start getting a little irritated around this time. You gonna be all right, bro. They might just start laughing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how it be though, bro. Like a lot of people, it's like they be big ass kids. So once you learn how to handle people and that's another thing. I was watching Brandon Carter's live the other day. He was talking about controlling your emotions, bro. You got to control your emotions. You know what I'm saying? Like I was at work the other night, boy, my stomach was hurting. I was in that bitch shitting like a motherfucker, and I was just like, bro, I think I'm finna go home like early. You know what I'm saying? But then I was just like, nah, you're gonna be all right. I took myself on a little walk, try to stay. And I started feeling better eventually. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I was talking to myself. I was like, is this gonna be an emotional decision for me to go home? I think it is because it was almost like my stomach hurting was like bothering me in the head more than it was really like I just couldn't take it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like certain stuff like that. Like you got to control your emotions. Like you gotta make like when you wake up and oh, I don't feel like going to work, bro. Sometimes all you need to do is just get out the bed and start moving, and you'll be all right. Have you ever had a day where you didn't feel like you wanted to go to work, but when you got to work, you had all the energy in the world? You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. It's emotions, bro. Like you just waking up. Of course you don't feel like doing something. You just got out the bed. I done had a day that I was excited about before, and I almost wanted to stay in the bed. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like I had all the stuff, all my favorite stuff I was gonna do that day, and I was just like, shoot, I don't feel like getting up out this bed. The bed feel good right now. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta get up. Like, don't let your emotions rule your life, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of people do. If you just go to the workplace, bro, that's the best place to see everything that we talk about in motion, bro. In the workplace, you'll see how people let their emotions get the best of them. You'll see how people just run off of feelings and comfort all the time, man. You don't want to be that, especially as a man, bro. Leave that shit to the women, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, but as a man, bro, you can't be running around talking about I don't feel like doing this, I don't feel like doing that. Like it don't even bother me to see people like dudes get mad because I'm like, you really emotional right now, acting like a female, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that is a female trait. You know what I'm saying? Like you sound like Timberland and shit. Like you know what I'm saying? That's some female shit. Like that, don't let that
Yeah.
shit bother you. When you see dudes copping attitudes like a female, you just gotta look at them like, oh yeah, you got some learning to do, some growing to do, bro. Because you definitely not gonna touch me. I already, you know what I'm saying. So it's just like you can't even let that shit get to you. You know what I'm saying. That's all about controlling your emotions, bro. You want to make sure you the king. You want to make sure you the man in the situation, bro. And be the man, bro. Be the best. You know what I'm saying. Like if you that person, bro, so you just gonna walk around with a certain type of swagger, a certain type of authority, bro. When you know that you handling your business, bro, and everybody else around you look goofy,
Hmm.
you know.
Yeah. Last point I wanted to talk about was you got to help your team.
Facts.
Like in one in one fashion or another, you're gonna have a circle, you know, and it might be your circle at work. Like, for me, it's about, at this point, I mean, about the change recently. But you know, at this point, like my my circle day to day is about fucking 4 or 5 executives, bro. And goddamn, and when you have a team, like especially at work, bro, like if you have a circle at work, y'all niggas need to help each other, bro. You would be so fucking surprised, bro, at how good y'all can all make each other look. You know what I mean? It's like and finesse it if you need to. You know what I mean? Like when motherfucker, if you really need to make it happen, goddamn, and it's 7 of y'all, then 3 of y'all just have each other's backs, goddamn it, and y'all gonna look good, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But if you want to, do it like more in general, just try to help the team, bro. Like motherfuckers will like you, bro. I started this fucking job, bro, and they had a dude who got a fucked up ass attitude. This motherfucker is speaking very highly of me, bro. Like, and all it is because I just help people. One thing that'll get you very far, especially in the corporate world, bro, is you need to understand, bro, that your role is to help other people, bro. And I know that shit sound hella corny and shit, like, but nigga, we're not talking about no goddamn Salvation Army, bro. We ain't talking about no dumb shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, I'm trying to tell you, motherfuckers, like how to come up, bro.
He's saying
Like,
make
you,
yourself useful, make yourself an asset to other people. You know what I'm saying? When you come in, when you come in, the day gets better. When you come in, things get easier. When you come in, they know they got somebody to rely on. You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly.
it doesn't mean that you gotta be kissing ass and stuff like that. No, you can still be you,
Nah,
but they just know that you handle business, bro. That's what it is, bro. You handle business. When you come in, they know they got somebody that they can call on. You know what I'm saying? You're a reliable person. You know what I'm saying? That's the most important thing. When you become that person, bro, stuff gonna open up for you. Real
yeah.
talk.
And you got to think like if you're ever, in a position where you have people like when you have people in your circle who can actually help you, like niggas who actually have pull, they could actually do something for you, you
Mm-hmm.
know, then it's like that will get you very far, bro. And that
Right.
shit, like, don't be some naive ass motherfucker, bro, who's expecting to make $1 million in 6 fucking months, bro. Like, nigga, it might take 10 years, bro, for you to finally break 6 figures, bro, but you'll get there, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And if you follow all the videos on my channel, then you'll never have to worry about struggling the whole time. You won't have to struggle through it at all.
Facts.
You already know how long this motherfucker been going. I don't even.
52
Oh yeah,
minutes.
yeah. We almost at an hour.
Yeah.
Uh, anything else that sticks out to you?
Not necessarily, man. Every we covered every topic and almost kind of double back on every section that we talked about in some way, shape, or form. So if you missed some of it, go back to the beginning and watch it again. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, AG33. If you ain't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe to Don Jarrell's channel. We both been kind of immersing ourselves in the workplace and other stuff we got going on. So we've been kind of slow on the YouTube, but we gonna get it back rolling for sure. I'm definitely about to kick it back up in action and everything. So yeah, tap into our channel and our videos, man. That's all I really gotta say.
Yeah. You already know the drill, man. Like, comment, subscribe to the dopest fucking channel on YouTube.
Yes,
About to start
sir.
coming with a whole bunch more shit, man. Album dropping soon. I feel like that shit sound hella corny to say. Album dropping, nigga. Yeah, but fucking, but yeah, and shit, we about this motherfucker. Make sure y'all tune in because on the next one, we're gonna show you how to get your resume together.
Yeah, appreciate everybody tapping in.